Hello and welcome to the Nintendo Network, and welcome one and all to another edition to Making the Roster. This time it is the spooky edition because it's October and everybody but me loves Halloween, so this is going to be the closest thing you get to a Halloween special, guys. I did promise Isaac last time, but Halloween wins it out. We'll get back to him. Today we're traveling to Termina to see if that rascal Skull Kid should take a place not only in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but take the place as the second villain from the Zelda franchise to be a fighter. Skull Kid originated from The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, where he was found in the Lost Woods. He played a very small role. But in the direct sequel, something very rare for Zelda games, he moved on as the main antagonist, sort of. In The Legend of Zelda: Majora's Mask, young Link, further known as Link for this overview, as calling him Young Link just seems like needless padding for the video, is searching for a special someone he has lost. He is with Epona, and Skull Kid, wearing the ominous Majora's Mask, knocks him out, steals his ocarina and Epona, and then turns Link into a Deku. Link must set out in a new mysterious land known as Termina to get his instrument back, rescue Epona, and find a way to transform back into a real boy. Skull Kid has two fairies with him, but one gets separated from him and joins with Link. We learn through backstories that Skull Kid was sad and alone after his other friends, the four giants, went away, so the fairies decided to befriend him. Skull Kid just enjoyed being mischievous, playing small pranks, but one day a prank went too far and he stole a mask from the Happy Mask salesman. This mask was not ordinary, it was Majora's Mask. This mask is said to have been from a long forgotten tribe who used it for rituals. It was a kid's game, so they can't say they tortured it and used it for destruction, but that's what it was. Once the Skull Kid wore it, he did not take it off, the evil influence slowly taking control of him, even though the Skull Kid did not realize it. Skull Kid's plan is to literally cause the moon, now with the creepy face that is sure to cause years of nightmares and psychological trauma, to collide with Clocktown, the center of Termina, and destroy it all. Skull Kid's evil deeds have spread throughout the four regions surrounding Clocktown, and Link has 3 days to stop him. Or unlimited, as Link gets his ocarina back and, using the power of time travel, resets the 3 days until he has found the four giants once again to hold back the moon. Once Link does, the Majora's Mask frees itself from Skull Kid and sends to the moon, where it and Link have one heck of a final battle. Unless you, as Link, get all the masks in the game and get the Fierce Deity mask, and then the final boss is sort of a cakewalk. But with land saved, Skull Kid and Link become friends and learn to laugh about love again, and Skull Kid is back to himself, reunited with his fairy friends. Beyond those two appearances, this Skull Kid has not officially really been in a main series game. There have been other Skull Kids, but I don't think they were meant to be this one. Skull Kid does have an appearance as a playable character in Hyrule Warrior Legends and Definitive Edition. Majora's Mask is commonly found at the top of many best Zelda games ever list, and really I can see why. It is really a game that has to be played to understand it's so special, and was so different, while still keeping hold of many good traditions. Skull Kid himself has a lot of options when it comes to fighting, truth be told. You could go down a few different paths. The first would be to copy his playstyle from Hyrule Warriors, but I don't think it would translate well into Smash, at least not all of his moves. I see Skull Kid bringing chaos and mischief to the battlegrounds. His basic B could be a simple headbutt, smacking his opponent with the top of the evil mask. As for his side B special, I like the idea of using his fairy friends in an offensive way, so have them go thrusting forward quickly and smacking the opponent, causing them not to be thrown back, but to add to the chaos, thrown downward to help throw off your opponent. His down special could be his dark energy, where his mask shakes and it's really creepy, causing a cloud of dark chaos energy to appear around him. Opponents who are unlucky enough to get caught in the storm of evil will cause minimal damage, but causes a negative effect to the opponent, like a slowdown or even a speed up, throwing them off. His up special I have a harder time figuring out, but have him thrusted upwards in a gust of evil energy, the mask spinning around him, smacking anyone around. And of course, the final smash. The mask detaches from the Skull Kid and transforms into Majora's Wrath, his final form from the game, growing in size and using his tentacles to lash out towards his opponent, throwing them off screen. So Skull Kid is a first-party character, and Zelda is one of Nintendo's biggest franchises. So why not Skull Kid? Well, I don't think that's the right question. The right question is, why Skull Kid? The Legend of Zelda series has 6 representatives for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, with literally half of them being Link. Which makes sense. Most games are just different incarnations of the trio, Link, Zelda, and well, mostly the same Ganondorf. But when I ask why Skull Kid, I refer to the other characters that could take the spot as a new rep for Smash. I full-heartedly believe Zelda deserves more reps. In my top 10 echoes, I referred to Vaddie, another villain who has actually appeared more than Skull Kid in his mask. Impa could be another good choice, the ever-loyal servant to Zelda. Look at the roster for Hyrule Warriors. They took characters you could never think could be fighters and gave them abilities to make it work. Agatha. Agatha is a fighter! So why are Zelda fans focused on Skull Kid from Majora's Mask? Well, for many, Majora's Mask was something very different when it came to Zelda. Before then, the villains in the Zelda franchise wanted to just take over the world. They were just evil for the sake of evil, but Skull Kid was a different type of villain. In fact, Skull Kid himself was not evil, just mischievous, misunderstood, and lonely, something many gamers who grew up with the games could identify with, myself included. Seeing Skull Kid befriend the fairies just gave you that warm feeling inside, like when you met your lifelong friends years ago. But the innocent, naive Skull Kid found something he didn't quite understand with the mask, and it has never really been explained what the mask was doing to him. Was it speaking controlling thoughts into his mind? Was it sapping his life force so he could grow stronger, promising him all he wanted but plotting to get rid of him? Or something more sinister? Majora's Mask gave Zelda fans a glimpse at a much deeper story, much more complex characters, and a unique adventure for Link, one that has not really been replicated to this day. Not that it has to. Let this game be special, and let the others stand on their own. But this is why Skull Kid is so highly requested. People love villains and people love Zelda, so why not add a beloved villain to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? It seems to be the trend. A villain who he grew up with, understood a bit, and maybe help him find a friend so he doesn't, throw a moon at us. I am all for, and 100% Skull Kid making it to the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate roster. Thank you for tuning in to the Nintendo Network and the newest episode of Making the Roster. What are your thoughts on Skull Kid coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? Let me know in the comments below, and let me know who you want highlighted in the next Making the Roster. If you like this, make sure to join the network by subscribing to us right here on YouTube and our other social media outlets. Now, if you'll excuse me for my next video, I don't know if I should go back to Wayard as I mentioned last time, or find out the true power of the ultimate life form. See you next time.